Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. Now the reading I'm doing today is one that has shown up in the cards recently. The house in Montecito seems to be in jeopardy. It has, of course, I've read on it very directly in the past. Didn't look promising for Harry and Meghan. It looked like they were in financial trouble. It looked like their house was at risk. Always the energy of house being at risk comes up. But I'm going to do a reading now very specifically on this question of that mansion in Montecito, because news has broken. We're very early in the new year still, but news has broken that Harry and Meghan are not over the moon about the mansion in Montecito and want to move. Sounds very ungrateful to me. 18 months in the house, allegedly, and now it doesn't suit them, and they are moving yet again, or wanting to move yet again. Of course, the last time we heard a story like this was when they were staying in Tyler Perry's house for free, allegedly, and suddenly a rather unpleasant little puff piece came out saying that it didn't suit them. It was the word wasn't tacky, but that was the insinuation. It wasn't the style didn't suit them. It wasn't to their taste. And the next minute they announced that they had bought this mansion, allegedly quite a large mortgage attached to it, and a lot of speculation that Prince Charles was the one that stumped up the deposit and possibly was guaranteeing that mortgage. Now, of course, Prince Charles has cut them off. Doesn't look like Archewell Foundation is doing very well. And so what's going on with the house? Are they even in the house? Are they going to sell it? Are they going to downsize? Are they going to move somewhere else? Are they even together in that house? Always with them, everything's so shady, everything's so complicated and mysterious. And they do seem to like to move. I've lost track of how many houses they have lived in since since before they were married. They were living in Nottingham Cottage to start with. Very strange. So King of Swords has come up as the underlying energy, and the King of Swords, of course, is lawyers, is clarity, is making a decisive action, knowing the sometimes difficult decisions you have to make, making it with a very clear head. Something has been revealed to them that's very clear about the situation, and they really have to act wisely in this situation. And it does look to me as if perhaps the lawyers have presented them with information, or accountants, those kinds of professional people have possibly said to them, the sums don't add up, you need to downsize, or you need to sell, or something. But that has quite a harsh energy about it, the King of Swords. You can't mess around with that energy. Someone is presenting facts to them, financial facts to them, figures. There is no trying to fudge those figures at this point. It's a bit of a cold hard truth energy there. So let's see what is the actual situation going on in, oh dear. The breakup card, the Lovers in reverse. Well, two energies always with the Lovers, because the Lovers is not only about romantic couples. So it could be that the romantic partnership, the married couple, has in fact split up with that major arcana in reverse, but also it's the choice card. And it could mean that buying that house was a very bad decision. And I think everybody, when they announced it, was astounded that a couple who had fled the UK and all the financial security that being member of the royal family gave them, suddenly was able to buy a house that had been on the market for a significantly higher sum. Suddenly, out of the blue, could stump up the cash for it, or take on a mortgage, a big mortgage, allegedly. And where was that money coming from? They weren't earning any money. Then there were the huge announcements about Netflix and Spotify and all the rest of it. But 18 months later, no sign of any product for either of those companies, any content. And so big mistake so far, and a challenge for this unhappy couple with this house. And Queen of Wands in reverse. That's Meghan. She's always the Queen of Wands, the Leo, the fire sign woman, the leader. She's the one with the big bright ideas, with the courage, with the enthusiasm, with the certainty that they can make fetch happen, the ideas person. But she's in reverse, and it looks like it's because her life is not going well. Her ideas, her plans, her self-confidence looks like it's taken quite a knock there, because she's very confident when she's in the upright. Nothing phases the Queen of Wands, but in the reverse, very angry energy, loss of confidence, a loss of passion, a loss of belief, a loss of focus. It looks like her projects aren't working out. We've seen that. Everything that she has done in this past year, in fact, this past 18 months has been farcical, really. So not working out for her. We haven't seen pentacles yet. We haven't seen money cards, but we have seen a breakup, or at least a very bad decision. And we have seen Meghan's reputation in freefall, and her ability to manifest things also in trouble there. So it's her energy that's coming through as being the problem at this point. So let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Are they in the house? Have they left the house? They're overwhelmed. Two of Pentacles. They can't pay their bills. My opinion, allegedly, tarot reading, entertainment purposes. Two of Pentacles is the money card that I've been waiting to see. It's about balancing your checkbook in the old days when such things happened. Of course, nowadays, nothing like that. But it's balancing your finances, making sure that you have enough money to spend on everything. You can distribute your money around successfully, cover all your costs, cover all your bills, and balance everything out. In the reverse, everything is out of whack here with their finances. They're overwhelmed. They're, I would say, drowning. There's water in the background of this person, and in the reverse, I think that they are drowning in debt at this point and unable to meet their obligations, shall we just say. A house like that going to cost a fortune, and I don't think that either of them had any idea when they set off to buy that house how much it would actually cost them. Both very naive financially. Meghan, I don't think, had ever owned a home. Prince Harry allegedly didn't even know what a mortgage was and had to have that explained to him. That does sound like kind of an urban legend, but I wouldn't be surprised personally at this point that if he had absolutely no idea of how finances actually worked, and that you could take out a mortgage but you actually had to pay it back with interest. And Meghan Markle, certainly her finances, she allegedly was quite wealthy, very, very, for a normal person, doing quite well. For Hollywood, for a celebrity, for a successful actor, actress, not doing well at all. She's very low end financially. And she hadn't ever owned a home. She comes from a home where both parents have been declared bankrupt. So her idea of a financial good form financially is probably very dodgy, and through no fault of her own. As I say, upbringing counts a lot in learning how to manage your finances. So it doesn't look good for them. Their focus right now, financially, their focus is on partnerships that are going bung. Two of Wands in reverse. That's partnership card, business partnerships, deals coming, unraveling. I've seen this card a few times with them, and that is Spotify, Netflix, those deals not working out. They are signed up. Those huge figures were noised abroad that Harry and Meghan were getting triple figures for those deals. I don't think that they've seen anything like that. It looks as if those deals are unraveling, and their partnership could in fact be unraveling. Then we have two cards. Now we've got the Lovers in reverse, and above it the Two of Wands in reverse. Two cards that are telling me partnerships are unraveling. And their relationship, their marriage, does always seem to have been more on the business side of things rather than on the romantic side of things. To me, as a reader, certainly from where Meghan is standing, I don't think necessarily so much from where Prince Harry was standing. Certainly in the beginning, he does seem to have been smitten, love bombing, allegedly. But it looks as if some reality is beginning to set in for the two of them about their actual financial situation. So what's happened in the recent past with them and that house? living in the lap of luxury. The Nine of Pentacles is a bit of an indulgent card. It's liking the fine things in life. It is, and it's Meghan, I would say indulging, spending a lot of money. It normally is quite a positive card. It's about financial independence, security, having all you need in life. You're well provided for. You've feathered your own nest. You're very comfortable if you get the Nine of Pentacles in a financial reading. It's the self-made woman, the self-sufficient woman, successful businesswoman, and she's enjoying the fruits of her labor. She is able to buy lovely clothes and jewelry and art and all the stuff that she might want to indulge in, but it looks like she went a little bit overboard. Even though that card is in the upright, it's telling me that she was perhaps a bit foolhardy with her spending. And what is going to be coming up in the near future with that house, they're going to be stuck with this problem. They're not going to be able to just walk away from it, much as they might like to. Eight of Cups, walking away from a situation that is unpleasant, unhappy, putting your sorrows behind you and setting off, not looking back. But the card is in the reverse, so even though they would like to walk away from this mess, they are not able to. It would look absolutely dreadful if Harry and Meghan just ran away from their financial obligations and left someone else sitting with the mess. Someone like Charles, for instance, that had to clean up after them. And so trouble ahead for the two of them, if there is still a two of them. And we'll be looking at that in the future, inevitably. But I'm going to do a reading on their actual financial situation next, if the energy is still running. So Harry next in this reading, in this Celtic cross. How does Harry feel about the house right now? What is he up to? Oh, two breakup cards. Do I need to do a reading on their relationship? I don't think so. There's the partnership, the loving romantic partnership that has ended in tears. It looks like it's over from that card. It looks like Prince Harry does not want to be in that house, and that even though their finances look like they're a mess, the real reason for this need to move out of the mansion looks like it's because the relationship is on its last. If not officially over, it certainly behind closed doors is over. As far as Prince Harry is concerned, it is over. Interesting. I think we're in for a very interesting year. I've said a few times last year, I think we're in the third act of the story and hurtling towards the denouement, shall we say. How does Meghan feel right now about this house? She wants to pack her suitcase and go. She's over it. She wants to move out as well. They both want to go. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get away from it so easily if it is secretly on the market. And a lot of people are saying that article that came out, I think it came out this morning, about being not over the moon about the house, was actually in code for houses on the market, and a price on application. You can find out. So I'm sure the internet sleuths are out there busily trying to find out what's going on, and we will hear in due course on social media, Twitter and wherever else, Instagram and Tumblr, what's going on with the house. But Meghan wants to leave. She's done. She wants to move on as well. And it looks like she wants to put some distance between herself and that house. I don't think that either of them wants to stay in Montecito, however much they protest that they love the area, but just not the house. I would say fallen out with Oprah, it sounds, fallen out with Ellen, it sounds, certainly fallen out with Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry, having to do little pep walks in the local shops, the local shopping areas to be noticed. Don't think that's going down well with the locals. Of course, the Fosters have disappeared, who also, I think, live nearby. They're living their best lives. She's bounced back. Catherine McPhee from having her child She's looking spectacular and all over the place in her bikini at the moment. Meghan wants to sneak away, creep away. New York, be warned. Is she on her way to New York, to an apartment in New York? Hopes and fears for them with this house. They're very afraid. They're very anxious. They're very nervous about this. The Moon card, that is all the shady dealings. It looks as if, well, it doesn't look as if. It's possible. Allegedly, there were some shady dealings. That's Tess having a big sigh in the background. She does like to sleep through these readings. She always comes and sits with me when I'm doing them and has a deep sleep while I'm doing them. I hope that doesn't reflect on how tedious the readings are. But there is 2 dogs, well, a dog and a wolf, or a fox or something. I think it's meant to be a wolf in this card. So there you are. The card of fear, the card of dodgy dealings, underhand dealings, things going on in the shadows, shady dealings, shall we say, with the Moon. Apparently, allegedly, there were some odd arrangements that enabled the Harkles to buy that house. They might not even have bought it properly, as some people have speculated. So shady dealings, I think they're concerned that those dealings are going to be revealed when they get stuck and they cannot leave the mess behind, and somebody has to step in and rescue them. So let's see, is anyone going to step in and rescue them? A Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and that's the end of the road for that house, and it's dropping money. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright is steady improvement on your path. You're steadily heading towards your goal, your financial goal. You've got that pentacle securely in your grasp, and you're steady, you're steadfast, you're loyal, responsible, reliable, a bit slow, but getting where you are intending to go. In the reverse, not getting where you're intending to go. The pentacles dropped. The earth sign Prince Harry, the Knight of Pentacles, that's who he really is, who he most often shows up as in these readings, has fallen off the horse, landed on his head, dropped his pentacle, and it doesn't look like rescue is forthcoming right now, but it does look like it's the end of the road, literally, for this house, for them, for their financial plans, schemes, whatever they were trying to manifest while they were in that house, whatever they thought they would be able to accomplish while they were in that house. Let us just throw a card and see if there is a bailout coming for them from somebody in royal circles in the UK. Let's just see if the cards want to tell us anything more before I close this reading and go on and look. I'm going to be looking at Archewell to see what's going on with Archewell. My next reading cards come out. The Star. It does look like they're going to be rescued. Somebody is going to help them out. When all hope is lost, somebody is going to save them and help them redeem themselves, or at least heal from this mess. And it's the Hope card, it's the Soul card. It is Aquarian. I don't know off the top of my head who the Aquarian might be. Could it be Oprah, who comes to their rescue again? I'm getting a funny feeling when I say that. Maybe there will be another interview, or maybe the 90 minutes of footage that hasn't been released will be released, but it looks like could be an Aquarian coming to their aid. And I can't think who else is an Aquarian that would bother with them at this point. Ellen, is she an Aquarian as well? But it looks like there might be more interviews. It looks like they might have to go public again. Somebody's going to have to reach down and save them, step in and help them out. Does not look like it's the royal family. I don't think the Star card represents anyone in the royal family who would be coming to their rescue at this point. It looks like it's closer to home. It looks like it's someone in Montecito who is going to bail them out yet again. And the big one, of course, who has bailed them out before when they've had a housing crisis is Oprah. So let's watch that one. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. So on with the next reading. Thank you for watching this one, and I hope I'll see you over there.